Well, hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, October the 28th. I'm Pastor Sheree Stapleton. I'm the Executive Director of Mothers of Joy Institute for Parenting and Family Wellness, where we provide a trauma informed approach to parenting and we help parents to parent well. What I am going to talk to you about for a few minutes is our Familyhood Summit, which will be at Mott Community College Technological Center on November the 15th. And what I want to talk to you about for just a little bit is why this is important. So, there was a poll put out, and it was amongst older people, grandparents, who are raising great. So, it started out as grandparents raising grandchildren. Then we found out that there were great grandparents raising grandchildren, and some of them were also raising great grandchildren. But in Genesee County, 30% of them are raising great grandchildren and grandchildren ranging from the age of 60 to 80 years old. Now, I don't know about you, but my grandmother is 90, and I just really don't see her, you know, doing that at this late stage of life. But those of you who know about Maslow's hierarchy of life, that age group is more willing to step in to help than a lot, right? A lot of us are just coming into really understanding what our role is and far as the workforce, and they are more the word I want to use is seasoned, ready, more available to be able to help with grands and great grands. So what Mothers of Joy does every year, we have what's called, it started as a motherhood summit. Then the last 2 years, it's become a familyhood summit. So yeah, fatherhood, motherhood, familyhood, those aren't really words, right? We know that there's um motherhood, well, there is motherhood, but now we've come to find out that there is something called familyhood. So with that being said, let's get into talking about this Familyhood Summit and what all it entails. I hope you can see that well. Let's see. Yep. So, what the Familyhood Summit represents is the weight on your shoulders. Now, grandparents don't want to say that their grandchildren are a heavy load or that they're a problem, because that's not the case, and that's not what this means. What we're saying is that we recognize that there is something happening here, that there is a population of people in an age bracket that are raising children again, right? They've already raised their children, and some of them are raising children again. Whereas this is supposed to be the golden years and that, right? But because they are more seasoned, because we understand how life happens to go, right? They are more responsible for what is necessary, and they are more financially stable. So that's the part. Now, this could come about because of a numerous of things, right? A number of things. There could be a child who is incarcerated. There could be a child who may have an illness, or even there could be a child that may have passed away. So there's a lot of layers to this. What we at Mothers of Joy are going to do on November the 15th is honor them. And what I want you to do is, if you have a grandparent, or if you know of a grandparent that is raising grandchildren or great grandchildren, I want you to nominate them for this day. What we're doing is, we plan to roll out the red carpet to provide some resources for them so that they are not misinformed, right? But informed, and that they have, and that they know that they also have support systems within our community. I'm doing the summit, but however, there's going to be resources available for them that they probably didn't even know existed. So, grandparents raising grandchildren, my community college at their technological center. If you need to get in contact with us, please don't hesitate to call 586 And we have two keynote speakers that are going to present at the beginning and at the middle. We have a full agenda for those 4 hours. Food. We have some people coming in that's going to provide some services, and also so that they can get more information on that too, because we know that with raising children, especially in the time that we're in, right? Next month there are the government is taking the SNAP away, and there's going to be a lot of heaviness that is happening. So I didn't even realize or even know that that was in another thing that was going to be happening. But look at what it says: the weight on your shoulders. They have to provide food, they have to provide shelter, they also have to provide transportation or ways to get children back and forth from where they have to go. And not only do they have to deal with that, they also have to deal with that they are aging. And I don't want to say decline, because that's not what I mean when when I say what I say, but they're getting older and they need a lot of more support. So if you would, come, let's do this together. Let's provide this day of comfort and information so that they will know that their city, their county cares for them, and that we want to make sure that they have every resource available to be able to assist them in what task they decided to take on. And I want to say thank you for doing it. Thank you for not allowing them to go into a system. Thank you for keeping them in the family. Thank you for the kinship care that you're providing for. And I know some of you will say, "Oh, there's no problem. Those are my babies. I wouldn't allow that to happen." I I get it. But there is also something that says that you're supposed to be living out a different time in your life. So we say thank you. We salute you, and we want to celebrate you on November the 15th. I have Dr. Fado, who I just totally is an amazing doctor. He's a pediatrician here in Flint, and well, in Genesee County. He services a lot of our babies, and all the way up until the age of 19, 20. So we look forward to hearing his words of wisdom and insight on this topic. We also have um MSW Dave Ballenberger. I always mess. He gonna get me about that. I apologize. But what I want to tell you about that is that these are two seasoned men, and the reason why I focused on having two this year and not a panel is because I want it to be spoke to our grandpas. You know, we have grandpas that kind of sit in the back, or we have some that are a little more vocal than others. But however, they need support too. You know, we find that there are a lot more men raising children also. So, with that being said, these men have over 4 to 5 decades worth of information and service. So, I wanted to make sure that there was someone there that could give you a little more insight, right? And then we'll have little pearls, nuggets throughout that time that we are together. So I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to you pushing out this service that's going to happen on the 15th, that we plan to give back, right? I mean, during a time where so many things are fleeting, how about us come together, provide information and service for those who have taken it upon themselves to take care of the least of us, right? I won't call them the least of us, but our babies who are their grandbabies and great grandbabies. Things are changing in our world. How about us allow something to stay the same? I'm Pastor Sheree Stapleton. I'm the Executive Director of Mothers of Joy Institute for Parenting and Family Wellness, where we provide what's called a trauma-informed approach to parenting. I know that's a lot of fluff words. It's just basically saying that we are here to help parents to parent well. And that means every sense of the word, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in all of those ways. I pray that you have a great, great rest of your day. I know it's probably been a long day for some of you. I know some of you may be just getting ready to go into work, but I ask that you be intentional about this and that you look more into it than what you may know. So contact us 586-329-0579 if you want to nominate your grandparent or your great grandparent or even someone that you've seen doing the work. How about us celebrate those who are doing the work? All right. I will talk to you again soon. Have a great rest of your day and take care of yourselves while taking care of one another. Bye bye for now.